What's going on, guys? Coming back with some training footage of deadlifts and competition bench day. Just kind of wrapping up this training cycle and in a couple weeks, and then going into some good, nice, light off-season work just to take a break from all the heavy weights and just kind of get things moving again and start building some muscle. In the video today, I hit a 675 deadlift, which is a big PR for me, and then a 501 bench. But like for me, training should be an indicator of how the meet's gonna go. I could honestly give two shits if I hit a PR in the gym, and you see it a lot in videos, and I guess it's just the whole social media genre of lifters we have today that they'll post stuff and knowing that the lift isn't really a good lift, or that they said they hit an all-time PR, but then you look and it's like, oh, okay, well, you're using straps, is it a strap PR? But most of them try to sell it as they're trying to compare it to like an actual PR. And see that a lot. You see a lot of people saying, they're hitting these all-time lifts, but they're squatting 4 inches high. They're not pausing on the bench press. Just all kinds of like, just silly things. Save it for the meet. Then you can talk about a PR. If anyone ever asks me what I lift and what are my best lifts, I always tell them what I did in the meet. I don't really care what I do in the gym if it doesn't translate to the meet, because that's why we lift, that's why we do the things that we do, so that we can compete and hit the numbers at an all-time high on the meet during that day. Nobody gives a damn what you did in the gym with straps, with a high squat, or with a no pause. Save that stuff for Instagram so you can be famous on there and never really accomplish anything throughout the scope of your lifting career. Congratulations, you've made it, big guy. So the workouts right now are still pretty much strength-based, peak and phase type of stuff. Just working on some heavier lifts. I'm sure if you follow me, you can tell that strength's staying the same. Everything's feeling good, not feeling achy. So I decided to kind of push it a little bit and practice a few different things that I have coming up for next year. I know a lot of you guys like to look at the next meet coming up, but my major focus is the next year, 2, 3, 4 down the road, when I'll be at my all-time strongest, and I try to plan things accordingly to that. And everything leading up to the bigger meets is just practice. So I'm just practicing some new ways to peak, practicing some new ways to do things, just to see how I recover from it, just to see how I can adapt. And that way, whenever it's time to lift some big weights and put up a big total against some really good competitors, I've tried and practiced everything that I could so that I can perform on that day. And for me, that's what training's all about. And I understand overload principles, and I understand doing things a certain way, and I know some really great lifters that do that type of stuff. But just because you see them do it doesn't mean you should copy them and mimic them if you don't know exactly why they're doing it and why it works for them. And just kind of fine-tune things. That's why Chris calls this place the lab, because it's our performance lab where we can go and try new things and practice new things so that we can fine-tune our craft and fine-tune our strength so that we're ready to perform at our best. And that's what's the most important, is what you do on meet day, not what you do in the gym, not how many likes you get on Instagram because you just hit a PR and straps off 2-inch blocks at 218 pounds. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Sorry to rant a little bit. Until next time, take care.